Welcome back to Some Offense Intended. I'm Jeremy Robinson.
I am Mike Mick.
And so I went and found a chiropractor that a couple people recommended me to.
Yes.
My shoulders always having issues. That's why I keep stretching nonstop for those people. He said that I had between 3 and 5 ribs out on my back. So like the top 3 to 5 ribs, that's why it's been so uncomfortable.
Were they out getting something to eat? What?
So I think it's been like 3 years
That's not
that they've
good.
been out.
That's how, did you put them back?
Yeah. So like I can feel that they're slowly getting out of place again, but I'm going back Wednesday. So I'll be going once a week for a while.
I mean, if you need me to punch you in the back,
I don't know that that'll help.
I don't think it will.
Because I've tried
That'd probably hurt more than anything
trying
else.
to pop it like up against a door frame and nope.
So, on a different subject, do you know somebody at the land speeder? Because I could get a good deal on one of those.
I think it's a
Car
mechanic
Walker,
shop, not a sales place.
Well, they could probably put one together with old parts.
Nah.
Who wouldn't want a land speeder?
They have they're called, I keep seeing ads for it. It's like Outpost X or something.
Yeah.
It's like a almost Star Wars-esque in the desert Airbnb stuff.
Yeah.
And they have very similar to land speeders. I think they're based on golf carts.
I could see that. But I've driven golf carts.
Yeah. I'm like, that's a good idea, but
And they're not as fast as I want those to go.
yeah. I'm like, that's a good idea, but no, stop it.
Yeah. When I played golf, I used to drive a golf cart.
I would imagine that's normally, yeah.
Sometimes you walk, but yeah, you can drive a golf
I
cart.
drove one at one of my old jobs because there was so much area to cover.
I try to get them to let me drive a little car at work all the time, and they won't let me do it.
They don't let us either. We just have to walk fucking 12 miles a day.
Yeah. I used to walk 20.
Depending on the day.
I still walk a lot, and it's just in a short area. It's just back and forth.
To the fridge and the couch?
No, but that's good thinking there. No, I send my dog to get the stuff out of the fridge.
How's that work for you?
Not very well. And I'm not getting much.
I have seen people like train their dogs to tie a teller on the door and teach their dog to like get beer or whatever.
Yeah, I've seen that in some beer commercials too. I think I saw something today, speaking of beer, I think I saw something today about Bud Light cutting ties with Dylan.
Oh, no.
Yeah, what are we going to do?
Just oops.
I'm disillusioned.
That just like a big oops on their
My
part?
bad.
I'm kind of curious to read that article.
Well, they already got rid of the person who started the campaign, so.
Like, cause.
But she already got paid. What does she care? Or he care? Whatever.
But for that
what does Dylan care?
For that to be like a big thing that they fired that person and they're already walking it back, what, a month or two later? That's a big fucking
That's huge,
oops.
yeah. Maybe they're going to have to go to What's Up.
What?
You know, the commercial, What's Up?
Oh.
Yeah. Try to get it to distance themselves far away. That was
Bring
an old
back
commercial.
The fucking frogs.
The frogs, yeah. I would like to see the frogs again. But they were for Bud. Wise.
Yeah.
They need something for Bud Light.
They just we also have Bud Light, I think, in the commercial.
They'd screw it up and have a frog with makeup on it and go light at the end.
Maybe. I don't know.
But I did want to mention something to you that I ran across at work this last week that you might not have known that we have at work. Apparently, there are hidden glory holes in our bathrooms.
I don't think so.
Yeah. If you're sitting in a stall, and on one side it looks like it goes out like there's a shelf there where the toilet paper rolls are at.
Yeah.
On the other side, there's not. That's because on the one side they have a lock on it. They do it. They open up the door, and then they put the toilet paper in on the other side. So when I was sitting there using the toilet, the guy opens up the door, and then he pulls the thing out. Next thing I know, the toilet paper goes away, and I'm seeing this guy on the other side.
I don't think I've ever seen that. Because like how they normally work is you put them in from inside
I'd never
that
seen it
same
like this
stall.
either. But I looked over and Next thing I know, I'm seeing into the other stall.
But I
And
do
I'm
know,
like, what the fuck?
I do know when they are like the matching stalls. Like, so here's the one stall wall, and there's toilet paper on the left side of the toilet in this one, and the right side on this one, so it's bordering wall.
Yeah.
That they can do it that way, so that you
That's-
don't have to do everything.
And that's what he had. He
Oh.
opened up the door.
There's no key. You can
And
just open.
no, there was a lock. You can see the lock. But he opened up the door, and then he pulled the thing, and I'm in there taking a shit, and I look over, and I'm like, I'd like a little privacy, please.
Should have just wiped shit on his hand.
Yeah. Yeah, it was a little surprising to me.
That'd have been worth it. Wipe shit, get shit on your hand just to give him a
Yeah.
a
Well,
what for.
it was a little surprising to just look down and suddenly see a person on the other side instead of a toilet paper roll.
He's staring at you.
No,
Did he
but
offer his hand to wipe your ass, or
no. He didn't put anything else there too either. But I'm sitting there. I'm like, I'm gonna need some toilet paper here. And it's not like he was quick. It's not like he pulled the thing out and then put the toilet paper and shoved it closed quickly.
yeah?
No, he took his fucking time. And I'm just sitting there like, what the fuck? And I literally said, what the fuck?
Did he say anything, or just
No, he didn't say anything.
wow?
I think he was just pretending he didn't speak English. Yeah,
That sounds like a fun time.
I mean, would he go over next to if I was using a stand-up urinal, would he go over and clean the urinal next to me and just look over at me?
I mean, cleaning the urinal next to you, there's nothing wrong with that.
Well, I'm saying
Cleaning the urinal you're using is something different.
Yeah, but I mean, he could clean the urinal next to me, and I could turn and accidentally pee on him or something. He might like it. I don't know. Some people want a golden shower.
I don't see how those are the same. Like the toilet paper thing, yeah, it's fucked up. If he's cleaning the urinal next to you,
But no, I'm saying like if he kneels down to clean it, he's looking up at me.
Kneeling down to clean a urinal?
know.
Is he using his beard to scrub it?
I don't know, but still, I wouldn't suggest cleaning the urinal because look how many there are. You know, you could wait till I'm finished. Maybe do the one on the end.
Maybe he already did all those.
Well, go back and do it again because you know those things aren't fucking clean. You've seen them. The whole bathroom, like you said, smells like oranges and urine.
Yeah. It would have been shitrous, but they ran out of the shit smell. So.
Well, that day they didn't. I filled in for that.
There was one thing I meant to talk about when I got back from England, and I keep forgetting. So, I don't know if it's like all of Europe, but at least in England and Ireland,
yeah,
there is no jaywalking issues. Like, not illegal. Like, don't get hit, walk across the road.
Okay.
And it's super convenient, so you don't have to figure out, like, where's the crosswalk. Like, because sometimes
people here don't use crosswalks anyway.
Sometimes there's a while between crosswalks.
Yeah.
But it's not illegal there to just walk across the road. So you just get.
Well, here there are people who will be walking towards a crosswalk and figure, oh, I need to cross the street halfway through the street, and then continue to walk to the crosswalk.
Yeah, but that's jaywalking here. There,
I know, but I'm just saying, if you're going to be going that far as the crosswalk, why not just wait till you get to the crosswalk?
It depends. Like, I've done it sometimes, like, if I need to cross both sides.
Yeah, but this guy, like I saw somebody recently, he didn't have to cross both sides. And plus, once he got down the other side, the crosswalk leads you to the other side.
What?
When you go across, there's a crosswalk. It goes boom, boom, crosswalk, crosswalk.
Yeah, but if you have to cross both sides and this light's going to turn green, you can cross before to cross Street 1, and then it turns green and you cross Street 2, and now you didn't have to wait 5 minutes.
Yeah, but this particular, these like the one at the end that he was going to go to, you just push a button and the light goes immediately. And then you start walking.
I've never seen any go immediately.
Yeah, this one, it's not part of traffic lights. It's just a crosswalk.
Oh.
So you just hit the button and the light starts blinking, telling people you're going to be crossing, and then you go.
Yeah, that's a little different.
I was walking down that street one day, and I got to the crosswalk, and somebody had knocked out that pole. So there's no pole for me to hit the button, get the light to blink. But I was at the crosswalk, and I go to cross. And a police officer had to stop because I was crossing in front of him.
Did he slam on his brakes?
No. But he yelled out the window at me to push the button next time. I turned around and said, it's gone.
Did he say anything?
He's like, oh, okay. And he drove away. What the fuck am I supposed to do? I can't push an imaginary button. Well, I guess I could, but it's not going to fucking do anything.
You should, oh, you're right. Go back and just attempt to press an imaginary button.
Yeah.
Be like, is this it?
Is that good?
Yeah.
Do I got it?
I thought you were gonna say the cop like stopped and put his lights on to make sure that nobody else hit you.
No.
It's just a cop being a piece of shit.
Yeah.
Nice.
Well, he didn't try to give me a ticket, though.
For what?
For jaywalking.
You're crossing in a crosswalk.
Yeah.
You can't jaywalk it.
Yeah, I
in
know.
a crosswalk.
But my hands were full, and I didn't want to walk back and try to push a button. You know, I was walking back from the grocery store or the gas station or something. Since I was on that side, I think it was one of the days I went to the gas station to pick some Dr. Pepper up.
I was gonna say you probably had at least 3 Dr. Peppers in a bag.
Yeah, 2, maybe 4, depending on what flavors they had. I buy them in 2s. It's a better deal.
Normally.
But I did tell you about, I meant to mention last week, there was that truck I told you I was following, and it had written in the back window, and like that grease ink type shit, whatever it's called.
Yeah.
And it said, no fucks given. Like I said to you then, if you actually take the time to go buy this marker to draw on your rear window, no fucks given, it seems like you give a fuck to go to that effort to write that shit.
Well, I mean, if you have a shirt, don't you have a shirt that says something like that?
No.
But it would be the same thing.
But all I'm doing is clicking buy, but I don't have anything that says no fucks given. I mean,
don't know.
I have a shirt that says I'm a ray of fucking sunshine.
Like, I understand.
But I am.
I understand it's like a little out of your way to do shit like that, but who cares?
Yeah. Well, I'm going to show everybody. I'm going to write, no fucks given. That'll show people how I feel. I don't care how you feel. See, because I don't give a fuck.
Apparently
So I don't have to
you do.
tell people.
It's making you upset 2 weeks in a row.
I'm not upset. I just thought it was funny that somebody would go to that effort. I don't have to tell people I don't give a fuck. I just don't give a fuck.
Except you just told them.
Except I just told them.
Good job, Mike.
But I'm using
him.
I'm using it as an example. To everybody who gives a fuck, call 1-800-GIVE-A-FUCK.
I don't think that's a real number.
No, it's not.
That's way too many numbers.
Too many. Yeah.
But what about it? You said there was something else you were going to say about it.
Oh, that was it. I just thought it was like, why would you go to the effort?
Huh.
I it's not great. I do get news stories on my phone from time to time.
Yeah.
They just pop up in notifications. And they're quite often fucked up. I mean, just fucked up stories. Like this woman, she's living in a motel with her son, someplace in the East Coast. And the sheriff goes to evict them and finds that her son is dead from eating handfuls of Oxycontin.
Wow.
And the fucked up part is that the kid had died on the 14th, and they found him dead in the place on the 21st.
Wow. And the mom was still there.
The mom was still there.
That's weird.
They pressed charges on her for something. I don't know what charges it was exactly, but that means she lived in this motel apartment for a week with a dead kid in it.
It's probably something to do with negligence.
Yeah.
Or stupidity. Because that's just fucking...
Oh, he's just sleeping.
Yeah, he's tired.
Just let him sleep.
A growing boy. Like, not anymore, ma'am.
No, he's not going to go anymore. There was another
Jesus
story
Christ.
that happened just a couple weeks ago. Apparently this 12-year-old, in the story it says he shot his sister and then shot himself. And then in another part of the story it says he shot multiple people in the house, shot his sister, and then shot himself. But the story lets you know that he killed himself because he was upset about shooting his sister. I guess he didn't give a fuck about the other people he shot in the house.
I think people need to think about before they fucking do articles. how it's gonna come across, and like, does it actually fucking matter to anyone else?
Yeah. I mean, like that happened on the East Coast too, but I'm reading about it in Reno.
Yeah, but not just that. Like, I guess like BuzzFeed or like all the other ones that are like, you have to put out 30 articles a day.
Yeah.
Kind of shit. Like, I promise you don't. You don't have to.
No. Or at least, you
can figure out some quality stuff. We don't need 100 articles on the differences in cats' color schemes.
Oh, no. Yeah. Or the difference between diet and regular Coke.
Yeah.
That's on a really slow news day.
Diet has aspartame. There you go. Done. Doesn't have sugar, but it has aspartame. Kill you faster.
Yeah, it's worse for you than sugar.
Coke Zero doesn't have aspartame and doesn't have sugar. I think it has
and I hear it tastes good.
It's pretty decent. It has like stevia or something.
But I don't like Coke. I haven't had the zero sugar Dr. Pepper.
I don't know. I don't think I've... Nope, I did have it. I had it at Devon's.
Oh, what I mean to say is the zero sugar... I don't even... I lost my train of thought there.
Oh, that's a good Joe Biden impression.
I nailed it. This, that, and the other thing.
And then that's what I told her. And it's proud of it.
Proud of it. Yeah. My favorite thing with him is when he refers to his sister while he's on stage, and it's actually his wife.
I don't know that I've heard that.
Yeah, he did. He called his wife his sister.
And we're getting ice cream?
Yeah, and apparently sometimes when he's walking off stage and he starts saying something, the staff members, his staff, will be in back yelling, "Stop! Stop!"
Yeah, because he hot mics it all the time.
And they're yelling at him. I mean, he's
all the time.
He's the president. Your staff isn't supposed to be yelling at you.
Yeah, well, you're also supposed to know how to get out of a helicopter and walk to your house.
Yeah.
That didn't go well.
I haven't had a lot of practice with that, but I think I could do it.
I think I could get it down the first time. Been in a helicopter twice. I didn't have
I've been in a
issues
helicopter
walking
once.
after I got out of it.
After I got out of the helicopter, we walked straight to where we were going after. I didn't go the wrong way. I didn't walk into the woods.
Yep. But
I'm a natural.
We're not president material, so it's fine.
No, yeah. Yeah, if we got lost on the way if I got lost on the way to the parking lot after the helicopter, I'd be presidential material right now. Fuck.
Did we talk about it on here? Do they need to have an age cap on like president and
I think we talked about it last week a little bit.
Probably. Ooh, we did see Return of the Jedi.
Yes, we did.
That was fucking cool.
That was cool. It was good to see it on a screen, big screen like that.
This week has been
I was in a recliner.
Taken so long for me. Like, it feels like it's been way more than
so
a week.
long. I said to somebody about Saturday night.
Keep talking. I'm gonna text.
I was like, this shift is the longest week of my life. And a shift shouldn't feel like a week long. I mean, I know we work long hours, but come on. Yeah, that fan is not pleasant.
I don't hear it through the mic unless mine's keyed on.
Yeah.
I can't hear it through yours.
I can't hear it through that. I can hear it. I don't know what's being picked up, though.
Yeah, I don't know. So there's a bathroom right below us, and one of the roommates is using the fan when I told him that, hey, we're doing the podcast.
Please don't turn on the fan.
Yeah. So we'll see if he turns it off. Probably not.
Maybe he's trying to give us a sound effect for the helicopter we've been talking about.
I don't know if you heard that.
Joe Biden's getting out of the fan. I mean, the helicopter.
Yeah.
That is a loud fan.
Yeah. If I didn't have to cut into the drywall to replace it, I would replace it with the quieter one.
Yeah.
But, oh well. Oh, thanks.
Thank you.
Finally shut it off. He'll go in there to brush his teeth, turn the fan on. Like,
I don't know. Maybe he has bad breath.
I don't understand. Like, there's two switches.
Yeah, you only need to hit one.
The light's the closest switch. Not a hard thing.
Oh.
I don't know. But yeah, Return of the Jedi was fucking really cool to see in theaters.
Yeah. It was a good sized screen, too.
I think I only slept for like 5 minutes, which is
I started to fall
very
asleep
short
a couple
for me.
times.
very short for me in the theaters.
But also, I was reclined in a recliner watching it.
Yeah, that's why I can't kick the legs up. If I kick the legs up, I'm knocking out.
I figured.
I think Josh slept for like 45 minutes.
I was gonna say I think Josh slept too. I thought I actually heard him snoring.
Yeah.
I kept coming close to falling asleep, but I kept waking up, and then towards the end, I was fine.
That's why I kept having to shift around in my seat.
Towards the end, I made it all the way to the end. Then I had to pee. That's why I shifted in my seat a little bit. But then after the movie ended and the ending credits rolled, I'm leaving the theater. Don't have to pee anymore. And of course, as soon as I'm on the road, I got to pee again. I'm driving home and hitting every fucking red light.
Why didn't you just go after we got out of the theater?
Because I didn't have to go anymore, and I just didn't think about it.
But you knew that you had to.
But when the movie ended, I didn't have the feeling anymore, so I didn't think about it. So I went out to my car.
I always pee after a movie, before and after.
And I drive home, and I'm like, okay, there's a red light. Okay, there's another red light. Motherfucker. And every red light in my neighborhood, every single one.
No, I always before and after movies for sure.
By the time I'm getting home, I'm like, dog, just wait. I'll be with you in a second. I gotta go to the bathroom. Dog wants to jump up on me, and I'm like, fuck.
I kind of want to see because I think those theaters do like every Sunday is a $5 flashback movie.
Yeah, I saw the list of some of them. I think we missed Indiana Jones.
Yeah, we did.
That I would have gone to.
That was April 30th.
Yeah. I don't recall anything that jumped out at me. I was like, oh, I got to go see that again.
I think Lord of the Rings is coming back soon. I don't know when. I'll have to look that up. But I think that would be
hopefully
cool
the
to see.
extended.
I don't know if it's going to be extended.
I saw the first two extended in the theater. I never saw Return of the King extended in the theater, so they could bring that back.
I want to say this one that they were going to do is Two Towers.
All right. I could go see that again.
I don't think I've seen any of the Lord of the Rings in the theaters.
I saw them all in the theater.
I wasn't allowed to watch it growing up.
I saw them all. That's how I saw them the first time. I think I saw the Hobbits at the theater too.
I saw all those.
The Desolation of Smaug.
I like the first one. I feel like it should have been a 1, maybe 2 movie thing.
It should have been 1.
I don't think it needed to be 3.
Yeah. But I found it interesting. The second one was called The Desolation of Smaug. And Smaug doesn't die until the third one. Spoiler alert. Oops. I guess I was supposed to say that before it happened. Before I said it. But I thought it looked cool. When Smaug looked cool when he was covered in gold.
Yeah.
Now, that would have been nice if we could have kept that look.
Got to update his camouflage.
Yeah. Well, he's living he's sleeping most of the time on a mountain of gold.
Yeah.
Somebody walks in and grabs a scale and thinking it's a thing of gold and wakes them up, and then they're toasted.
Why did they think that was going to do something?
I don't know.
Molten gold on him.
Considering that he can withstand heat, yeah, I don't know. I thought that was going to do a thing. Maybe they thought it was going to harden. He was going to be stuck, frozen in place.
Gold is soft.
I know. I was going to say that next.
But
you put enough of it.
Maybe if it was steel.
You put enough of it, it'll be still hard to move your wings. I've never been covered in gold like that, and had to move my arm. So I don't know.
Or unless they were expecting it to do like what was it, Game of Thrones, where they gave him a gold crown and just poured the molten gold on his head.
Yeah, that was a good crown.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep. Here you go.
Oh, you want to be king? Here you go. Let me crown you.
Yeah. Let me give you a fresh one.
Yeah, I remember that part. That was wow. Like, are they really going to do that? And, yep, they're really doing that.
So I worked on the 550 for like, I don't know, 5-6 hours today.
Yeah.
And still not running. There was a couple issues that I did fix, but it is back to the first issue that I tried to fix that didn't get fixed. So that'll be fun tomorrow.
You should have worked on it for 5 hours and 50 minutes, and it would have been perfect. Because it's a 550.
I probably worked on it for longer than that.
Yeah, see, you went too long, so it didn't work. So I did see an interesting story recently. There are things that are going to be in public domain. Like Winnie the Pooh is now in the public domain. Not the Disney version, but the original version from the original author is now in public domain. So people are going out and they're like, hey, we don't have to pay for this. We can make Winnie the Pooh shit.
That's pretty smart.
Well, one of them, like there was a movie, Winnie the Pooh, Blood and Honey. That was a movie somebody made.
Blood and Honey?
Yeah.
That's great.
So they changed Winnie the Pooh a little bit. No, I mean, I would have liked to see that movie growing up, but yeah, some people wouldn't like that for children.
Yeah.
But in 2035, Batman goes into public domain.
Sony's going to try to do something about that.
Well, but now keep in mind, this is the original Batman, which is very different from the current Batman. None of the movies that are out, those will not fall into public domain yet. The Joker and all of the villains that you know of are not going to be part of the public domain. It's just his old Batman that
was the Adam West Batman, right?
No, way before that. I'm talking like the very original Batman, the comic books.
Oh.
In 2035, it's going to be like 100 years old, and that's when the public domain happens.
So, who are the villains if it's nobody that anybody knows?
Oh, I don't remember what they had. They said it on the thing I saw about it, but yeah, it's not like it's something you can use. Like 2035, if it was 2035 right now, we could use a Batman logo from that and not have a problem.
I'm not going to do that.
No,
I understand what you mean.
Yeah, no, Adam West. That's still.
I was like, I don't know what the time limit is on those, but I didn't think it was that long ago.
Well, I know that they had like the 75th anniversary or something like that recently for Batman. He's a lot older than Adam West.
Huh.
Adam West is not where it started.
Well, no, but he was the first like movies, like live action.
Yeah, but no, I mean just the character in general.
Yeah.
But so yeah, we can do something with Winnie the Pooh if we want. The original Winnie the Pooh. You have to make sure to look it up and find the right author and make sure you're using the right version of Winnie the Pooh. If you use the Disney version, they will jump on you.
I feel like that's a lot of hassle for.
Yeah. But somebody did it. Like I said, that Winnie the Pooh, Blood and Honey, that's a real thing. I saw a picture of the movie poster.
He said he didn't get the message till I wrote, but he heard my stomps.
Oh. The stomps didn't seem to click with him until.
Yeah, I don't know. Oh, what's that? And then let me check my phone.
Yeah, that's what I do when I hear a stomp. I check my phone.
Yeah, hit the ceiling with a broomstick.
Yeah, texting is better than that.
That would mean there's a lot of cartoons, like original Disney stuff, that's about to hit.
Yeah.
Hit
of course,
public
Disney, though,
domain
they'll
then.
do something about it. They will.
Well, what can they do about it?
I don't know.
Because if there's something that can be done about it, wouldn't DC or whoever the fuck owns DC do something about it?
You would think, yeah. But, of course, it still isn't 2035 yet, so they might do something.
Like, do they think Winnie the Pooh doesn't matter because it's the original one, or I don't
know. I just saw it, yeah. I'm curious to look up Blood and Honey, though.
I still need to watch Cocaine Bear.
I haven't watched that yet either.
Been working on too much stuff around the house. I haven't been watching much. I still haven't even finished Smallville. Still have like 2.5 seasons left.
Got all sorts of other shit to watch after it.
Yeah, depending. I've actually been doing a lot of around the house and working on trucks and working on this and that. It hasn't been bothering me, like not playing video games, not watching TV.
Sometimes you got to relax and watch a little TV. But I was playing a video game last night. Speaking of that, good segue there. Thanks for feeding me that one. I was playing Grand Theft Auto 3 Definitive Edition again, which, as you know, I've had some issues with that being definitive.
Yep.
So it's a funny thing is I'm driving the car. I actually did a video. I may post it on our Facebook later. I go around. I'm in a shitty car, so I'm putting the car aside. I'm going to steal what there is their version of a BMW. but the mafia version of it. And as I'm getting in it,
What is the mafia version of a car?
well, it's called there's a car on the show and in the game called the Sentinel, and then there's the Mafia Sentinel.
What's different?
Well, it's got some stuff in the back window. They're all black. They're always black. Where the regular Sentinel can be multiple colors. And I think they might be able to take more bullets. I don't know.
Okay.
But as I'm getting in the car, well, like there's other cars. Like there's one car that is it's only one gang has it, but it looks different from the original kind. That one has a blown engine and it's got a certain paint job that matches that gang. But so I'm getting in the car. I almost missed it. Off to the front, you could see the street running right in front of it, and there's a car floating at an angle with its hood pointing down, way above the street, just going down the street, just floating. I'm like, what the fuck did I just see? So I went and did a screen. I backed it up and did a screen capture. A video of it, and you can just see this car just. There's a station wagon just floating, headlights pointed down.
That's great.
Yeah,
quality.
Yeah. And they've been doing updates on this game for a couple years now, and they still have this shit happening.
Well, they've been doing updates on Call of Duty and Modern Warfare and Warzone, and those are all still absolute fucking trash too.
Yeah.
Just in different ways.
Well, in this one, Rockstar, they're like, yeah, we're going to come out with this. It's going to be great. You're all going to love it. We have this definitive edition of these classic Grand Theft Auto games. And they were so into getting it done that they actually hired a different company to do it for them. And all they did was take the version from the mobile and stick it into a machine and say, okay, make this for the new systems.
Probably made a lot of money doing that.
Oh, yeah, they did.
A lot of money.
Yeah. It's Grove Street Games.
Grocery games?
Grove Street, yeah. And they're often the people who take games from systems and put them to mobile items.
Huh. Seems like it wouldn't be terribly difficult to do.
But you would think you would want to test this thing out before you just threw it out there for everybody to have.
Yeah.
There were some parts that really sucked.
But that would require budget and having people who can test it and everything. So probably not.
Well, with how much money they put into advertising this thing from Rockstar.
That's probably Rockstar's budget.
Yeah. But I'm saying you'd think Rockstar would be like, hey, maybe we ought to check what they did. They didn't.
There's a lot of that, though. Of like, they do everything. It'll be fine. And it's just fucking trash.
There's a part where you're driving, and it's like you're going through this grassy area. The first time it happened to me, I'm like, I didn't expect it. So I'm driving along, and next thing you know, my car falls through the ground. The next thing you know, I'm just falling, and I'm like, what the fuck? And next thing you know, you just land on the street in another area. That's not what I was looking for.
Well, maybe they left portals in there on purpose.
I was running from the police at the time, so it did work out. I was doing a mission on there that I've done a million times and done great every time. And yesterday, just stupid shit happened. Like I'm playing, and you get 1 star of wanted level. Usually, if you drive for a while, it goes away. And 1 star doesn't take very long. Yeah. So I'm driving this limo, and I'm going to pick somebody up. I totally forget that I even have a wanted level. I thought it was gone by now. I didn't look. I pull up to pick up the next guy, and the little marker you're supposed to pull into. Next thing I know, police officers open up my door and pull me out, and I'm busted. I'm like, okay, now I gotta start this over again.
So you picked up a cop in your limo.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm like, how the hell did that happen? I've never, even going back to the very first time I tried that one, I didn't fail. How the fuck did I fail this time? Then the next time I do it, I actually made it this time, but I'm driving down the street I always go that makes it the easiest way to go. And somehow there's a pile up of traffic in the intersection. I'm like, how the fuck? Like I had to try to weave through all these gang members are shooting at me, and I mean, it's a typical day. But I do have fun playing the game. There's a weird one where you have to pick up donkey porn and deliver it to a bookstore. They raise the bar of what's acceptable.
I know Jedi Survivor just released. I might have to watch a couple videos on gameplay. And
I've been playing the game that came out before it a little bit again recently. Eventually I'm going to get that. But I decided since Zelda's coming out this week, that's my focus.
Yeah.
But it's coming out Friday. Why couldn't it come out like today?
Because today's not Friday.
Yeah, but it could come out on Monday. There's already people selling it on fucking eBay. Some guy got a hold of some of them early, and he's been selling them on eBay for over a week now. Yeah, he's been selling them for too much too.
No, if people are buying them, it's not too much.
No, but I mean too much than I want to spend.
Oh, well, yeah.
I could see I'd spend all that money to get it, and then the shipping would take fucking forever, and I wouldn't get it till after it came out.
Get it the morning of. You're like, oh, this was convenient. Thanks.
Yeah, thanks. That really helped me a lot. I got such a head start on everybody. The guy was like, yeah, the thing I saw on him was saying, so you might want to stay away from YouTube and other things because they're going to be having some spoilers coming out because all these people already have the game.
It used to be for a while, like, if you had friends that like worked at GameStop or Best Buy or whatever,
yeah,
maybe you could talk somebody into getting you the copy early, but you don't want to have your console connected to the internet because you can get banned, like on Xbox,
yeah.
You can get banned for playing a game early.
Yeah.
And then they like figure out where you got it from because it's a serious issue. Like the retailer can get fined massively.
Yeah.
For letting copies go early.
Yeah. There was a retailer in Vegas that I almost got a game early, a week early, but I decided not to buy it because first of all, it was 50 cents get rich or die trying.
Oh yeah.
And I just thought, a rapper video game's probably not gonna be that great. And I didn't buy it and ended up having horrible reviews.
Yeah, I don't even know if I've seen gameplay videos of it. I knew it came out, but it was a great album.
Yeah, I'm saying he's a great rapper, but he didn't have anything to actually do with the creation of the video game.
Just collecting checks on it.
Yeah, that's what usually happens.
That's the way to do it.
Yeah, just think about it. A some offense intended podcast video game. Hey, I don't care if it sucks. I'd prefer it not suck. I'd play it myself.
What would it be? Mario Paint, but with words?
Yeah. I don't know. I don't know how to.
That sounds awful.
I don't know. Maybe maybe part of the video game you'd have to go around town offending people.
That could be fun. Find just like
and they could have the Reno Sparks area in the game.
There's always some random homeless person just shitting.
We don't need it that realistic. Come on. It's hard to offend people if you have somebody over there shitting while you're talking.
How is that hard to offend somebody?
Well, because they're going to be offended by him. They're not even listening to you.
They'll be more offended.
Yeah.
Because they'll get two of their feelings hurt.
Yeah. Actually, who knows? It could be. We might be able to get more than two feelings hurt at once. We can offend on whole different levels.
Scott was asking me again this week when he can come on the podcast. So I might have to figure out something with microphones.
All right.
I think that would be a funny episode. Scott on.
Yeah. Yeah, it would be.
Then I think I'm going to get Adobe Premiere Pro for video editing.
Yeah.
So I can potentially stop doing Riverside. And then I can probably get two, because Adobe Premiere Pro has an extension called Autopod. And it makes editing video podcasts stupid fucking quick.
Nice.
of like even multi-camera. I think it does up to like 5 cameras. Of you upload all the feeds. You say we have two cameras, and camera 1 is you, camera 2 is me. Say microphone 1 is me, microphone 2 is you. You just put that data in, and it'll chop it all up. And when it knows that I'm talking, it'll switch to this camera, and it'll just compile it all by itself.
Sound like that? That sounds good.
It'll cut out blank spots. It'll cut out a couple different things. And then it's also super easy to do social clips of you just like click start here, end here, start here, end here, start here, end here. So
nice.
I think Premiere Pro is like $30 a month because you can't just buy fucking software anymore.
That's stupid.
And then I think Autopod is also $30 a month.
Oh, shit.
So at least Riverside will be gone, like $20 or $30 there.
Yeah.
I might have to buy...
We're sitting in Riverside.
I might have to buy 1 or 2 digital cameras, but it'll be...
Yeah, if we could get my GoPro to work, that would be one of the digital cameras.
Well, we would want them both to be like same quality. So if we use a GoPro, we'd have to use 2 GoPros.
But we want to go pro.
Ah.
Yeah, it wasn't my best work. I'll admit it.
Yeah, so I might start looking at microphones here soon again too. Try to sell the other.
I've been looking at them every once in a while. I look at reviews and stuff.
I don't know why everything's so fucking complicated. Like, let me plug it in and have it work.
They want to make you have to have somebody else do it for you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But, so I know I told you this at work, but because I had said that I was going to look up the Reno downtown podcasting stuff.
Yeah.
So it's you rent the studio. That's it.
Yeah.
Like, you go walk in, rent a microphone and a chair for an hour for up to 4 people.
Yeah.
That's it. Like, they won't help with editing. They won't help, like, audio or video. So I asked the guy about it because I was like, hey, do you do video editing too? And he's like, no. He's like, I do have a what did he say? A background in film post-production. So, like, he knows how.
But he won't do it.
He goes, but I'm doing, like, 3 or 4 other businesses, and I don't have time. If you were to rent the studio, I could point you in the right direction. So instead of being a decent fucking human being,
and just point us in the right direction.
Yeah, and be like, here's
who you might want to talk to. Yeah.
Or like get this software, like it's really easy. Just be a piece of shit. So you have to go pay $50 an hour to rent a fucking microphone. So
yeah, that's just.
So I mean,
how rude.
We could start fucking renting studio space out, $50 an hour, and all we have to do is fucking tell them to go thumb themselves.
Yeah.
So, that's a choice. I just don't understand. It's not hard to not be a piece of shit.
But, I mean, why would somebody want to rent just the room?
Well, I mean, if nobody has, like, I understand if people don't have a microphone or, like...
But, I mean, give us some service, you know?
Yeah. Yeah, especially if, like, you're like, oh, yeah, you can rent it. Like, it's free for the month if you are an established podcast or have good viewers or this or that, whatever, and you use so-and-so as a sponsor. I understand that.
Yeah.
Then you still would like money, though, wouldn't you? So...
I like money.
Upsell with editing.
Yeah.
So, like, you bring your own SD card, micro SD card, or you bring your own laptop, walk in, plug it in, record, unplug it, and then fuck off. How is that? I just don't understand.
That's what I'm saying. They could at least give some kind of services.
Yeah.
I mean, they're taking money.
Like, why would that be the extent of what they do? Is just go in, oh, here's a microphone. Okay, give it back, bye. That doesn't make sense to me.
No. And we don't even know what the quality of the microphone is. Could be the same as what we already have.
They're sure SM58s. They're pretty good.
Yeah, they are good. I that's one of the ones I've seen reviews on.
Yep.
I do like those microphones.
Yeah, so it's the SM58s and the same Rodecaster Pro we have.
Yeah.
So I don't know. Like,
So we get the new microphones, and then we've got everything they've got.
well, I mean, it might be worth it to do it one time, unless we find anybody that does fucking sound stuff, which Scott kind of does. So I might have him look at the microphone settings when he comes over.
Yeah.
But it might be worth it to go in and like look at all their microphone settings, and then just leave.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, we talked about having somebody come in and
Yeah.
just take a look at
Well,
it.
because I mean, like on the picture too, like their table's a little bit bigger than this, but all the microphones are like at the table of about this far apart, and they have all four. So I would imagine they have them set so that there's no fucking voice bleed over.
You would hope, but they might not even do that. You don't even know.
Yeah. So like I don't know. So I don't even know what to do on that side.
Yeah.
Because nothing's fucking easy.
No.
It doesn't make sense.
There's so many things that should be a lot easier than they are.
Like there should be a program. Where are these from? Was it like Technica, Audio Technica? Of here, download some voice software, some microphone software, and like I'm talking into my mic right now.
Yeah.
It's 2023. There's voice sensitive stuff.
Yeah.
This is my voice. Listen to that on this microphone and not on that one.
They should also have maybe some, like if we want to, we should be able to change our voices. I should be able to do Darth Vader.
I'm sure there's a way to do that.
I'm just
Yeah.
throwing that out there. I always want to sound like Darth Vader.
Why?
I don't know.
Sounds painful.
Just a, I don't know, just not constantly, just, be able to turn it on and off.
Well, practice
Perfect.
your voices.
I don't know. I got patience for that shit. But like, I'd like to, maybe sound like Homer Simpson on the podcast one day.
Dope. There you go. I beat you.
Or Bart.
Yeah,
We could
I can't
argue.
do that.
I could be Bart. You could be Lisa. Perfect.
Definitely not doing Bart. I'm not a little old lady.
Well, it's just, I'm just doing the character's voice, not the lady's voice.
No, I know, but like
Yeah, well,
to have it accurate, like I definitely like I can do a couple voices. I haven't tried any in a long time, but
yeah.
I don't think Bart's is, and I haven't watched The Simpsons much, so I don't know.
Yeah, but that's why I said I would be Bart and you'd do Lisa.
I know what Bart's voice sounds like. I wouldn't be able to fucking
No, but I'm saying that with the
guess what
microphone, the
Lisa's-
microphone do it. Microphone do all the work.
Well, that's not fun.
And I could do Moe's voice, or I watch The Simpsons all the time. Bob's Burgers.
I don't know that I could do any of them either.
No, I can't. But I'm just saying, imagine somebody turns it on and you do the intro and I say, I'm Mike Mick, but it sounds like Archer or Bob's Burgers. Bob Belcher.
Yeah.
Yeah. See, that would throw people. People would be like, what the fuck? Did they change Mike? Did Mike get replaced?
That could be fun.
Yeah.
I definitely don't feel like trying to figure out voice change stuff.
No.
So.
Not me either. I mean, we have sound effects that we don't use, so.
Yeah, because it's all the way over there now.
Yeah. We only use it on the first episode.
Yeah, and I hate
I hate when
sound
people
effects.
overdo them.
And like the intro music, like I haven't listened to the Basement Yard in a while, but like catching up, I think I'm at like episode 381 or something on the
Yeah.
Basement Yard, of how many random fucking episodes have their intro music and outro music, but it's like randomly sprinkled. It's not consistent when it happened.
I like it. I like the fact that
It's
most
not
of the time their
whatever.
show just starts.
Yeah, I'm like because the volume's never the same either. Like the intro music is going to be loud as fuck.
Yeah.
And like you're waiting to hear people's voices, and here's a like shut the fuck up and just talk.
Yeah.
Stop doing fucking music to start talking. Stop it.
Yeah, I prefer it when they just start. A lot of times I'm watching a YouTube channel and they tell you what's going to be on the show and then they have this whole intro.
Yeah.
Just give me the topics.
And there was somebody, Somebody was telling us that we like, oh, you should do like a jingle. Absolutely fucking not.
No.
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 At all.
We just want to start the show.
Like, one, I don't feel like coming up with one.
Me either.
Two, I hate listening to stuff that has those, so why would I do that?
We'll have to go to the public domain.
Like, there's a lot of music that you can grab for it, but
I don't want to do it.
Yeah, fuck no.
Then we'd have to find something we both like, and yeah, fuck that. I'd rather just start it. Plus, that cuts into our time.
I mean, it would be like 5 seconds.
Yeah. That's 5 less seconds of us talking.
I don't know.
That would be tragic.
I don't think that would make a difference at all.
It'd be tragic. Well, not that we have a set amount. I mean, sometimes we run a little bit longer, sometimes we're shorter. So it's not like we didn't notice 5 seconds.
Yeah. They definitely would if it was fucking way too loud music.
Yeah, they would.
Fucking annoying.
There was a podcast I listened to. I've told you about it. And it was like they kept cutting in sounds, music sounds, as clips from these movies. And I'm like, I thought you were going to talk about what you think about the movie, not play sound effects from the movie. Their intro song was so fucking long. I'm like, I thought if I want to listen to music, I'd have fucking turn on my Apple Music.
I feel like it's like TV show intros. Like, I grew up watching MacGyver. Like, that intro was dope as shit.
Yeah.
And then
shit was blowing up.
Like, Stargate intro was dope. Like, the music, just everything that's going on.
Yeah.
And
I like the Simpsons intros because there's some things that change. He'll be writing on the chalkboard. Next week it'll be different.
Yeah.
But some of their intros, they don't even show the whole intro. It's a lot shorter.
And then like we go like Tailspin, Chip and Dale.
Yeah.
All of those had cool intros.
Yeah.
Now TV
Catchy.
shows of just they tried, but they don't work. Like Blue Bloods is the only intro that I really like because it's been around for a long time, but it feels kind of like mid to late 90s TV intro.
See, and I've never actually seen the intro. What we saw before doing the podcast is the most I've seen of that show.
It's a good show.
Yeah. My mom used to watch it.
Yeah,
she loved it.
But
she also liked Tom Selleck a lot.
He's old.
Yeah.
I think he's like 78 now.
She was getting up there too.
But yeah, I miss like those style of intros.
Me, a lot of times I just want a show to start. Even like when I'm watching a movie, I'm fast forwarding through the beginning credits.
Well, I mean,
there's no information there I need.
For TV shows, normally it's like 3 to 5 minutes of TV show, and then like the 15-second intro, and then TV show.
But like when I'm watching, like when I'm streaming, I'm fast forwarding that shit because if I'm watching more than one episode, I'm having to see that intro.
Oh yeah, and I do like.
I like to be able to skip the intro.
Most of them have the button to skip intro.
Yeah, but like I was watching Chainsaw Man recently, and nope, can't skip it. That's a good anime. If you haven't watched it yet, you should. People out there should watch it. Chainsaw Man.
I've heard of it.
Yeah. His arms have chainsaws. He got a chainsaw comes out. Yeah,
that sounds dumb.
He kills doubles. No, it's cool. I already said it's cool. So
that sounds dumb. He's got a chainsaw nose and chainsaw hands.
No, I didn't.
You said he's got chainsaws
it comes out of his head,
arms, and he's got a chainsaw, and he like did right from your nose.
Well, it comes out of his head. He's got this whole. It's hard to explain how it looks, but yeah, and he just destroys all these.
So he's a chainsaw unicorn with chainsaw hands.
Yes.
That's
awesome.
No.
Yeah.
What?
And he kills these devils. It's cool.
How does he wipe his ass?
Well, he's not always in that form. That's when he transforms.
Oh, see, you left that part out.
Yeah, well, you didn't let me get to it. You told me how dumb it was. Yeah, how does Edward Scissorhands wipe his ass?
He doesn't.
Yeah.
He has somebody else do it for him.
Yeah. I'm not signing up
I've
for
never
that.
watched it. I don't know.
Actually, he was made. If you watch it, you see that he was kind of Frankenstein made.
Oh.
He's got little scars on his face because his hands are scissors. He can't really.
Maybe his nose itches.
Yeah, you scratch your nose and you fucking have a.
Now he's Voldemort.
But actually, Edward Scissorhands is a good movie.
There's way too much that I need to catch up on and see and do and fix and.
Winona Ryder's in it. Johnny Depp.
Yeah.
Johnny Depp. He's got some success.
I mean, so is Winona Ryder. Maybe not as much, but.
No, they both had success, but I just picked Johnny Depp to mention. I think Anthony Michael Hall's in it too.
That's a perfect name for a serial killer.
It really is.
He's a really good actor, though. Dead Zone was great.
I never actually watched it.
It was good.
I knew it existed, but I just.
It's kind of odd in spot. I mean, it's Stephen King. It's odd,
yeah.
But it's really good.
Yeah, it's based on a Stephen King book.
Yep.
Very successful Stephen King book. Which I just finished another Stephen King book recently. Fairy Tale. Really good.
That's the name of it? Fairy Tale?
Uh-huh.
That has to be the most boring Stephen King title that I've ever
heard. When you see why it's called that, it's like, oh, okay, that's... Because the guy ends up in like a fairy tale land. It's hard to explain.
They could have called it anything else, though. Like a lot of other stuff is like, that's intriguing. What is this? Fairy tale.
Well, the previous one I did was The Institute. That doesn't sound like a great one, but it's
like a mental asylum?
Like an institute where they take these kids, they snatch them and put them into this institution. Take them, kill their whole families and put them into this institution.
I mean, I guess when you write like 18 books a year, you have to come up with titles somehow.
Yeah. But both of them were good. I recommend them both.
I already forgot the names.
The Institute and Fairy Tale. Fairy Tale, I think, is the newer one of the two.
There's already a long list of I need to read books.
Yeah.
So that's it. I don't think going to happen unless they make a movie.
Well, you got time to read mine. Mine's about the end of the world tomorrow.
What?
Yeah, I told you before, I'm going to come out with a book, The End of the World, tomorrow. That's a prediction book.
How long is the book going to be?
Not going to be very long. But eventually I'll be right.
Well, I mean, just copy 1984 and be like, this is now a documentary.
Or maybe I'll just do it. I'll say, The End of the World will be on Friday. People have to read it to find out that...
You have a 1 in 7 chance of being right.
Yeah. Or I could say, well, it's the end of the world today. It's my Friday.
It's so, Mike, people at work, because we don't work like Monday through Friday, we work the last half of the week. And it drives Mike insane when people say Happy Monday and Happy Friday, because those aren't the real days. Like, it'll be a Wednesday or Thursday for Happy Monday, and Saturday is Happy Friday.
Yeah, I hate it. Just fucking call it what day it is.
Like, it bothers me a little bit, but I understand why people do it.
Well, when I got injured at work that one day, that was on a Saturday. When it was discussed the next week, they're like, oh yeah, he hurt himself on Friday. The fuck I did. It was on a Saturday.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like when it comes to actually like day tracking,
go with the actual day.
Yeah, go with the actual days. But I do understand the, like, oh, it's our Friday, because people, it's like all of human society has been based around a work week of you have weekends off. For some reason, because here's a shocker, there's a lot of businesses that fucking run on Saturdays and Sundays. Yeah. A lot.
Yeah, and then the different news channels, they seem to think that everybody works Monday through Friday too, because they're like, oh, everybody have a good weekend, everybody's off work and shit like that. I'm like,
yeah.
Yeah, when you go to a restaurant, who's fucking serving you if everybody's off work?
Yeah.
Fucking idiots. I'm the one fucking serving you back then.
But yeah, different shit like that. And that's the other part that's, like, with our schedule, doesn't bother me. But if you work on Monday through Friday, 9 to 5,
Yeah.
How are you going to register your car? Take a fucking day off to go to the DMV? Like, they're open on Saturdays for a little bit, but
see, now when I worked selling cars, I could just be like, I need to take an hour, and I could just go and get the shit done.
yeah.
But not everybody can do that. There was a DMV right near where I was working.
Yeah, not just everybody could do that.
Yeah, I could do it though. That's all that really matters.
That's like, I wouldn't mind going to days, but at the same time, like, I'd still have like 2 days a week at least to go do whatever I needed to do.
Yeah.
But right now, I have almost every day that I can go do shit if I want to.
Yeah.
Of businesses are open. If I need to, I'll go before work and then go to work.
Yeah, that works out nicely. But yeah, if you were working until everything was closed, it sucks.
Yep.
But then again, it's also like there's days that for some reason we get off work early, and on the way home nothing's open.
Yeah.
So some days, like if I have to stop at the grocery store on the way home, it's like I don't really want to leave early because I'm gonna get home and the grocery store's not gonna be open yet.
Just go to Winco.
Yeah. I've done that.
It's not close, but they have stuff.
Yeah, it's out of the way, but I've done that a couple times.
Walmart's clearly not going to fucking go back to 24 hours. You just have to go to Winco.
Yeah, they're not even open 24 hours in Vegas anymore.
I think there was one still.
We were trying to find a grocery store, and one day when I was visiting, and then I totally forgot about Winco.
I think there's 3 in Vegas now. The one on Stephanie the 215. There's one in
That's one I used to go to.
Aliante. I think they just opened one on the west side.
There used to always be 2. I don't know where the third one's at, but yeah, I used to go to the one at Stephanie. That was my location. And there wasn't racist shit written in the bathroom walls, but I don't know. Maybe there was. I never actually used the bathroom there.
Or maybe there is now.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's...
Or now that I said that there isn't, there probably somebody's going to go in there and write it. Yeah. See, you're wrong.
Yeah, I don't know why we need more Wincos in Reno than we need DMVs.
That's a good question.
Because now there's 3 Wincos.
We had more DMVs in Omaha than there is here.
Yeah, like it's fucking insane to me. I'm sure I've talked about it before, but it still pisses me off.
But also, there is more population in Omaha than there is in Reno.
There's people that have to drive, like, from the Spaghetti Bowl, like, 30 fucking minutes. Like, Cold Springs is Reno.
Yeah.
And they have to come to the fucking Reno DMV.
That's ridiculous.
That's Southtown.
Yeah, that's ridiculous.
Like,
there should be at least satellite locations.
Yeah.
Which I think there might be, but I don't know.
Like, maybe don't do driving tests, or, like, just, you can only do, like, registration,
yeah.
Moving permits, a couple, like, random fucking, like, the decent cluster of things. It would make sense.
Maybe you could do the written test, but not the driven test. You could make an appointment at the main DMV for the driven part.
Yeah, but that would take intelligence, and it's the government.
If you would have said that would take common sense, and I'd have to go off of that common sense again. People don't like it when I do that.
Yeah, well, it's not common.
It doesn't exist. It's not real. It's pretend. I'm telling you. I've been saying this for years, and I just read something recently where they did a scientific study saying there's no common sense. It's not a real thing. And I'm like, yeah, how much did you spend to do that study? You could have just fucking asked me. I've been saying it for years. There's no such thing as common sense. It's a made-up concept.
Yeah, that's because a person is smart. People are stupid.
Yes. So no sense is common.
Except for pennies.
Yes. Well, like today, I'm driving on a road. I'm going down the street. And I'm going straight. I'm in the proper lane. And this car decides that they want to do a left turn. They try to cut in front of me. Go 2 lanes in front of me. And then she's upset because I'm like, what the fuck are you doing?
So you were going down the street and they're to your right?
I'm going down the street here. They're coming this way in front of me.
Okay.
So they're cutting through. There's two lanes where I'm at. Then they're in a turn lane.
So they're turning across traffic.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But my light was green. Their light was green, but they're supposed to let me go first.
Yeah.
And then when she realizes that she's about to get hit by me, what does she do? She stops in the middle of the fucking intersection.
Yeah, that's what else are you supposed to do?
Well, see, what I would have done is I would have hit the gas pedal and gone faster and gotten out of the way. That's what I've done.
Yeah.
I was in Vegas one day and I was driving. I was going through an intersection. And at the last second, a police officer to my left, who had a red light and I had a green light, decided to go ahead and turn on his lights, and it was flying through.
That's because cops
And you know what I did?
misuse their authority.
I didn't slam on my brakes so he'd T-bone me. No, I hit my gas pedal and went faster and got out of his way. Maybe I did it wrong.
I know several people that have gotten T-boned by cops.
Oh, yeah. I avoided it.
Several.
I avoided it.
I think one of them, I don't remember the exact story, but this cop did, I think, an illegal U-turn without his lights on, and they were just driving and just smashed right into him.
Yeah, this guy, as he was getting to the intersection, decided to go ahead and turn his lights on. I see his lights turn on, and I just gun it. I get through. I was early on in the intersection, too, so it was pretty close.
I didn't realize how long it's been.
Yeah, we are.
A little over an hour. Yeah. We should. I keep saying it, but it's still a fucking work in progress of getting video clips and reels and this and that done. So we're getting closer. I finally found what program should work, and it's fucking Adobe. It has good reviews.
Yeah, Adobe usually does have. It's usually pretty good.
And good support and fucking whatever. So we'll see how that goes. I might either this week or next week download that and start trying it out. Until then, follow us on Facebook and Instagram at Some Offense Intended. YouTube at Some Offense Intended. Twitter, Some Offense Pod. I feel like I'm forgetting stuff.
I'm not sure. Just follow us.
And share. Okay, bye.